Hi, my name is Michael All with All Gardens LLC, inventor of the Trellis-Pro. Today I wanted to give you a video on how easy it is to assemble a Trellis-Pro. So first thing I've done is I've gotten myself some 1/2-inch rebar. I've placed the first layer of the Trellis-Pro over my growing area, and I went ahead and put the rebar through the leg sleeves and pounded it into the ground to where it's fairly level. The next step is to go ahead and get our base legs to go ahead and put onto the rebar so that you can put it on an unlevel surface. You can see that this surface slides down gradually, other gardens slide down even more. So this is how you will level your first system on uneven ground. Will you help me move this over? So now that we've got our rebar in, we're going to pick up our first level off of the rebar and we're going to put it to the side. Next thing we're going to do is grab our base legs and we're going to slide them over the rebar. These base legs have bolt clamps that go through rivet nuts inside of the pipe. So you just slide it right over. These will go all the way down for the moment. And simply pick up the first layer of our Trellis-Pro. This one has no mesh. Make sure that the gussets, or these 45s, are facing down. And simply pop them onto the legs. Once you have it up, go ahead and tighten one just a little bit so that the leg doesn't fall off of the frame. Now that we've got it somewhat stable, we've got magnetic levels here that you can buy at any hardware store for about $7 to $10. As you can see, this one here is already pretty level. This one here is not. We need to bring this leg up just a little bit so it's as easy as unscrewing it, watching your bubble level, and pulling it up until you're in the right space. All right, that's looking very level. This side is off, so we'll need to bring it up.
I tightened it a little.
All right, a little too much. Let's get it right perfect. That looks pretty good. All right. At this point, you take a ratchet and you just tighten them all down. That rebar is going to grip onto these bolts and it won't be able to move. This should protect the Trellis-Pro and your plant through any kind of heavy winds or rainstorms. We'll also keep it very level so that the rest of the system stacks the way it should. You don't need to get them too tight, but just tight enough to where it won't move. Okay, now that we're all tightened in, you can notice that we're just a little bit on top, about 4 inches, 5 inches over your grown medium. At this point, what you're going to want to do is dig out your hole and go ahead and plant your young plant right into here. You wait for a little while, Once your plant gets to be about 12 inches above the first ring, you go ahead and assemble the second layer, which is even easier than the first. Simply pop your leg into the leg sleeve. Now that's level, we don't need the magnetic levels in the way anymore. So this gives you an idea about how tall the plant should be before you put your next stack on. Simply line up the leg with the hole, the leg sleeve, and it will drop down into place. Make sure it fits all the way down. And boom, your second level's on. Now this will continue on through the rest of the stack and leave everything very easy and accessible for you to work with. Once you've grown yet another few inches, you go ahead and just keep stacking. Continues to be this easy. Inserting your legs. And over here, we have the first level with the wire mesh. These are very light, only about 20 pounds, so one person can carry them very easily. However, stacking them is a lot easier when you have another person. Okay. At this point, your plant's probably going to start needing some side curtains, which are just this easy to put on. Up top. Boom. Do this from the other side. Oh, I got tangled up here. And of course, these are designed to hold any branches that come through. They also can come up if you need to gain access. At the same time, the squares are large enough to where you'll easily be able to reach in and prune or maintain the inside of your plant. So, as we go taller, as your season continues, you simply repeat. So again, another leg sleeve, another leg, and the leg sleeves. Now with this one, I recommend setting up a ladder. Get a couple of stable ladders, orchard ladders, whatever you use in your garden on a normal basis. Make sure it's stable. Other side again. All right, perfect. And again, as the plant grows, you simply continue to add the side panels. And since our trellis and stackable system is modular, you continue to do this as your plant grows, as tall as it gets and as wide as it gets. Once you're done, you simply cut all of your branches off on the outside, cut all of them off from the inside or on the top side, remove your side curtains, continue to harvest. Once you have completed the top layer, you go ahead and pull this top layer off, just as simply as we put it on, and there you are, you're done in harvest. Thank you very much. I hope this was informative. Have a great day.